Good morning and welcome to part 2 of my little Welsh adventure on bank holiday weekend. If you didn't see part 1, that was basically wild camping at this location, and I'm gonna skip the first sort of 30 minutes of the walk because it's on that video. So if you haven't seen it, check that out because there's some awesome little waterfalls on the way up. So today I'm going to do a 9-mile circular walk taking in Llyn Y Fan and Llyn Y Fan Fawr, 2 lakes up the hill here, and we'll be climbing a couple of mountains. I'm not sure what they're called, but I suspect we'll find out. So yeah, that is the plan. That's where we're headed. I believe at one point today we'll be at the top of that mountain. So yeah, let's see how it goes. This is as far as I got yesterday. I'm following a walking guide. I think it's on Ordnance Survey website. I'll post a link in the YouTube video if you want to do it yourself. So that's the rescue hut, and let's go up and show you the lake. So this is Llyn Y Fan, probably pronouncing that all sorts of wrong, but lovely place, and no one else stupid enough to be here at 6 o'clock in the morning. If you are going to do this, a word of warning, it is a tough old walk up to this point, and by the looks of it, it's only going to get tougher. We are heading up there. First tip of the day: plan your route in advance. This was all very spur of the moment, and I'm following this walking guide as I said, and I got to the lake and I was like, no, I don't know if she's saying go left or go right at the lake. You can clearly see a path up here, but there's also a path in the other direction, which is where we're going to be coming back down. This is a circular walk, so it doesn't really make any difference, but I figure maybe there's a reason. Hold on, there's just been like 6 sheep cross this path, and this one must have got left behind. Now he's looking at me as if to say, well, I'm not crossing while you're there. Is he? Yeah, he's going to brave it. He's going to leg it. Go on, they're just over the ridge. He even said thank you. How's that for a pretty epic view? 6:45 in the morning. So that's Llyn Y Fan, the lake. This is the path that I've come up, and we're carrying up path up along the ridge there, and I guess we're going to be going across the top of all these peaks, and then Llyn Y Fan is over in the distance there somewhere. Well, after about an hour and a half of all uphill, we've finally levelled off and can see the first summit of the day. So this is it. This is the summit of Pics, second highest summit in the Black Mountain Range apparently. Well, we're making quite good progress, I think. We're just about 3 miles in. I'm pretty certain it's a 9-mile round trip, and it's still only about 7 o'clock. Right, I've just discovered that summit that I reached back there was not Pics at all. This is Pics. My navigational skills, they're bloody awful. Well, I can follow the route, but actually knowing where I am, nightmare. Because after that it says, when I thought I was at Pics before, it says you'll drop down into a valley and then there'll be a steep incline. And I was like, well, where's the valley? Where's the river it says that I was going to cross? Well, stream. It just didn't make any sense. And now that I've seen this, and I can see that there's a valley just over there and another summit just over there. Well, we found a stream. A little bit disappointing. I'd call it more of a trickle today. Not much water at all. But again, it's always good when you're following a guide to come across the points that it mentions. Now this is a bit I'm not looking forward to. This is a bit of a trek up here. Well, finally made it to the top of that summit. That was hard going, but it didn't take too long, to be fair. And this is Fawr. This is an ancient burial ground. Pretty epic views from up here. So the next target is that summit up there. Greg's second top tip of the day: don't bring sun cream 150 miles and then leave it in the van. Just approaching that summit. That wasn't too bad getting here. And I'm not sure what this peak is called, but if I find out I'll put it in the video. Wow. Oh. Pretty epic views from up here. Looks like we're just approaching the highest point on the whole walk. Got a trig point. I did look up the name of this summit, but I'm not going to pronounce it. I'll put it in the video. So just stopping for a quick break. 5 miles in, so we're over halfway now. We should have done most of the climbing, and this is the view at the moment. Well, this is a pretty awesome path, isn't it? With some quite spectacular views. You know, I often question myself that I'm losing my sanity when I hike up halfway up a mountain, pitch me tent, get absolutely no sleep, get up at 4 o'clock, start walking again. Got 9 miles to do. But when you see stuff like this, I think it's all worth it. And what an awesome day for it as well. So we've come down from all the way up there, walked down the path, and this is Llyn Y Fan, one of the largest lakes in Wales, or South Wales, I think it could be. But yeah, spectacular. Wow, that's been quite incredible today. Really awesome walk that was. And I'm just going to give you Greg's top tip number 3, which is bring a power bank. The amount of times I've run out of battery on my phone or my GoPro, it's really, well, it could be a lifesaver if you're stuck out here and you need to use your phone. What I do is I get my power bank and I stick it in the side pocket of my backpack, and then I've got my phone in my pocket, so it's permanently charged. We're leaving Llyn Y Fan behind now, so we've done a circuit of the lake, and now we're following this path back to the first lake. Just as I'm making my way back here, I'm going to give you my 4th top tip of the day, and I'm quite surprised by this one, but it is, I highly recommend bringing a walking pole. I bought 2 today because of my knees. I thought it might help, and I've actually only bought 1 with me because I hold the GoPro in one hand and thought it'd be a bit too fiddly, 2 sticks and a GoPro, but I feel like it really has helped. It gives you a bit of extra stability going up and down, and I'm definitely going to bring them with me on future hikes. Obviously I don't know how my knees would have coped if I didn't have the pole with me, but they feel fine, and it really does feel like it's been beneficial to use it. So yeah, top tip number 4, invest in a walking stick. Let's not call it a walking stick, let's call it a trekking pole. This sounds a lot cooler, doesn't it? I was looking at that section of the path when I was back there, and I thought surely the path can't carry on there because it's kind of right under that cliff face, but it looks like it does, and it did say in the guides that you go under the cliff face. I just didn't realise it was that. So you can cut straight down across the marshlands, but apparently it can be quite boggy. But there is a defined path along there, but this looked more exciting to me. Do you know what? It looked completely impassable from the other side of the valley, but it's actually not too bad. I mean, you need to have a bit of a head for heights because the path is narrow. But yeah, not too bad at all. So we're basically at the moment, we're at the base of Pics. I think that's how you pronounce it. Well, that's a welcome sight for tired legs. We are back at the first lake, which I've remembered the name of now. It's Llyn Y Fan. Well, I've made it back to Llyn Y Fan. So I think I'm going to call it there for this video, as I'm only going to be retracing my steps back down the path to the car park. But yeah, that was awesome. That really was. Definitely highly recommended. And I'm going to end this video with Greg's 5th top tip of the day, and that is, in the words of Nike, just do it. If you've been thinking about doing one of these little adventures, maybe you've watched this video and you thought, I wouldn't mind doing that, but it seems like a lot of hard work. Well, it is, but it's really worth it. And it doesn't have to be 9-10 miles like I've done today. There's so many awesome places out there, probably within an hour or two of where you might live. So yeah, search them out and go on a little adventure. You won't regret it. So yeah, so thanks for watching this new series of Explore with Greg. Hope you enjoyed that, and I will see you on the next video.